Krásný dobrý den ve spolek, vítejte u druhého dílu hry Call of Cthulhu. Pojďme rozpoutat šílenství. No, že by první věc, kterou tady uděláme, bylo vlízt do báru, to se mně úplně nelíbí. Co se to tady děje? Zase nějaká zdechlína.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
No, asi něco většího. Hlavní úkoly, blablabla a vedlejší úkoly. A ty seš kdo? Ty seš Bradley, fajn, vedlejší úkol. Pokračujte v chůzi.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. But not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
A proč?
Why? Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
A jak mám vědět, že to je přátelská rada, že se mě jenom nechci zbavit? Ne, no tak jo, tak jdem do toho baru teda, no.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hehehehe. No jo, no. Lampa, nemůžeš to vzít? Ježišmarja, no tak jo. Doběj. Ty seš čůně.
Hey, be careful.
Ale, kočička.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Já přece nejsou žádný potížista. Já jsem o to nestál.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing.
No.
You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Bezva. No tak já nevím, pojďme ho vyspovídat.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Kulturní barbar.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
No tak když už si to načal, tak to vyklop, ne?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Jo, vydrž, no.
What can you
Moment.
tell me about her?
Ježíš,
We
to...
all knew she was famous on the main.
Přeskoč.
I've got what I need.
Tady už jsme vlastně byli,
Anything else?
tak jo. Tak se vrať.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
Takže
Anything
ona.
else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
No tak asi
That'll be all
dobrý,
for
no. Hra byla uložena, fajn. No, jak se tady porozhlídnem.
No right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Popěvek. 21. května 1847 zázračný úlovek. Loď. Nevím, jak se to čte. Se vrací do přístavy, aby ostrov Darkwater zachránila před hladomorem. Už jsme přestali doufat, posádka lodi, nevím co. Nebo to, co z ní zbylo, se vrátila na Darkwater v úterý pozdě odpoledne. Místní okamžitě pospíchali do přístavu, aby přivítali poslední velrybářskou loď na ostrově. Při pohledu na neuvěřitelný úlovek na palubě odvážné lodi zůstali lidé v úžasu. Kýtovec, kterému se okamžitě začalo říkat zázračný úlovek, svou velikostí dalece přesahoval impozantní ozubené kýtovce, zakrýval celou palubu a některé jeho části visely po stranách lodi. No se divím, že to ta loď unesla. Přeživší námořníci vyprávěli děsivý příběh o svém nebezpečném lovu, ale také o mase nesrovnatelné kvality s mnoha cennými živinami. Při své ohromné velikosti tato velryba bez pochyby poskytne jídlo mnoha obyvatelům Darkwateru a tak ukončí hladomor, kterým část ostrova trpí. Skladiště k pronájmu. Pan Marks nabízí od června své skladiště k pronájmu za účelem rybolovu, řemesla nebo skladování. Můžete ho kontaktovat prostřednictvím vašich oblíbených novin nebo ho navštivte v docích. Výjimečný večer u vyplavené velryby. Abychom oslavili návrat našich statečných velrybářů, zve vás celý personál vyplavené velryby na výjimečnou událost s ochutnávkou zdarma. Přijďte s rodinou či přáteli ochutnat zázračný úlovek. Každý si sebou odnese láhev oleje, tak neváhejte.
He'll do it again, you know. The girl doctor.
Nightmares.
Stop asking.
Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness,
I?
until it finds a new reader.
No tak kdyby do toho neskákali ostatní chlastající tady, tak
You like our song?
vynikající.
We're true sirens.
Aha.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You
Něco je
exhausted the
sežralo.
stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you
Tak
farewell.
dík.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Slično.
What you looking at, stranger?
Tak pardon.
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
Soráčno, vole. Teda vole, spíš krávo. Zamčejno. Zamčíno. No tak jo. Dobře.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
A kapitán taky dobře zadlužený, koukám. No tak jo.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
No, tak jako nevypadá úplně nově teda.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Aha, kapitáne, podmínky naší dohody jsou jasné, držte své muže pod kontrolou, nemůžete si dovolit nás provokovat, na zprávu nemusíte odpovídat, jen zaplaťte připravci. Cat. Budeme jí říkat cat. No, fajn.
The Scylla. It finished
Scylla,
up beached
dobře.
at the entrance to the harbor.
Dobře.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Wow.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Blech. No tak to zase zavří. Kniha. Druhý svazek poučuje lékařský personál o etice a správném chování, no. Dobře, no. To je moc dobře. Tak, po schodoch.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Na této fotce pozuje muž, který vypadá jako kapitán Fitzroy na kapitánském můstku. Má dřevěnou nohu. To bych teda fakt neuhodla. I tady nic, jo.
What a macabre souvenir.
Ježišmarja, to je ta noha, jo. No, ano, takový suvenýr bych si asi jako doma úplně nevystavila. Ani v práci. No dobře. Tak jo. Tak co pro mě máš?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Jo, kde na stole vedle mě? Aha.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Čitelných už je jenom pár dat, 1890, 1907 a částečně datum. Zbytek je začerněný, kdo by chtěl takovou informaci schovat? No to nevím teda. Jej, ty jdeš pryč? Tak já ti vlezu za stoleček. Aha, tak tady stejně nic asi. Kapitáne?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Už jsme četli, dík.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ukaž nohu.
Yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
No viděla jsem úplně jako... Už to nebudu
I
komentovat.
found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
Jo, ty si
And why obliterate the dates,
nevzpomínáš.
as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
No pravděpodobně, no. No to mě
I don't
povězte vy.
know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though.
Tak když je půl roku na moři, tak... Aha.
I'm looking for warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
No, úplně nevím, jaký je to přesně. Tam je spousta budov, jako. Vyšetřování odborník.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Když
Can
je
you
to
tell me where the
skladiště?
warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss
Aha.
it.
Understood.
No to si prvé neříkal, že tam hlídá policajt, jako
So
jo?
come back and see me when you've got something new.
Dobře. Moment. Získej jeden bodík. Dobře, dobře. Pojďme to... Tak všímavost, pojďme. Moment. Uložilo se to? Jak to, že se to neuložilo? Ano. Fajn. Aha, tak takto. To se musí ukládat. Dobře. Jej, ale moc jako rychle neumíš běhat teda, jo? To jsi ty ten policajt?
Where do you think you're going?
No do skladiště.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Co já ti dám turistu?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Podržte protest, výřečnost. No tak
You and
podrž,
I are on
no.
the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff?
No to si
Forget it.
řekl ty. Dobře, tak až tak moc
What
výřečný
more can you
nejsme
say
teda.
about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Dobře. Dostat se do skladiště, jak to mám asi udělat, tyjo?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Co to meleš?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see
Ježíš,
for
jakou
yourself.
sochu.
He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
No, stejně si to nebudete pamatovat.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Tak to už jsme slyšeli. Prý vy tady bydlíte.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Jste teda ale
Isn't it a bit
loajální.
early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Inu? Hej.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Jo, nebudu zdržovat od pití. No tak se jdem podívat na tu sochu, no. Aha, to bude asi tady tohle. A řekl, pojďme se to tady jako umíš skákat? Neumíš skákat, no bezva. No pěkně kalný, tyjo. Ty to otevřeš, OK. To se hodí.
There.
Hledání skrytých předmětů. Všímavost umožňuje odhalovat skryté předměty v blízkém okolí. Já jsem to nestihla přečíst. Ježiš, tady je tma jak v pytli. Nedá se nějak tady rožnout. Aha, dobře, tak ale... Ej, mohl bys to... Krucíš. Dobře. Tak. A co tady mám, prosím, pěkně? Jo, tady.
Hello, old friend.
Láhev alkoholu, jo. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Tak, jak se to zhasíná? Takhle se to zhasíná, fajn. Nože bránu. No, můžeme si zaplavat? Nemůžeme si zaplavat. Tak.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Co, to je jako posprejovaný? Aha. Dobře. No dobře, tak jo, a jak se dostat do toho skladiště, no tak tam jsou ještě ti dva týpci, co tam někde jako hlídají. Ty jo.
What could have done so much damage?
No to už jsme tady, ale...
What could have done so much damage?
Jo, dobrý. S ním jsme mluvili, s něma taky, no tak jako asi teda...
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks.
Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Aha, děláš, jak kdyby ses nikdy nenapil. No nevím. Ta výřečnost se mě úplně nevyplatila teda. Jak prošetřit jejich aktivity? Co to znamená? Aha. No, nevím.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Prečo?
Cat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
No, tak to nemá rád asi nikdo, ne?
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The
Kdo?
sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
No, majitel je mrtvej, ne?
I bid you, gentlemen.
Tak já ti nevím, jako no. No a tak jdem za tou Mařenkou zase. Protože jediná baba tak byla v té knajpě. A nebo moment. Jsme ještě nebyli tu.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Dobře. Přidáme trochu. Co je to tady? Nám tady něco bliká. Co nám tady bliká? Páka. Aktivuje nějaký mechanismus.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Aha, dobře. Západka. Zvedat a držet ve vzduchu těžké
This
náklady.
ratchet device seems to be usable.
Dobře.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Tak to se bere, pak to někde střelíme, ne? Co? Žebřík. Fajn.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Aha, OK. No tak to nasaď. Proč to nejde udělat? Aha. No a tak můžeš s tím točit? Co se děje? Je nám tady jako ještě... Tak já teďka nevím. Tak já teďka nevím teda. Jakože si tady nám to bliká, protože jsme tu něco minuli. No já nevím, ale mi tady úplně jako nic nenapadá, co by se ještě dalo. Co by se ještě dalo sebrat? Moment, tak si rožní. Ale. Ozubené kolo. Patří do nějakého mechanismu, fajn.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Tak teď. Dobře. Tak, otoč klikou.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
No, tak šup.
Damn, I broke it.
Ty jsi to rozbil? No to snad není pravda. Ty vole, tak blízko jsme byli. Já tě zabiju asi. Ježiši. Nemehlo teda.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Neměl tušení.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around.
Nechceš se
My men saw
představit,
you staking
dámo.
out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
No, já jsem to nevěděl.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we
neat.
can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Můžu něco dělat? No už je pozdě, No, to je nemilé.
He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Hej, ona mě jako zmrzačí.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming.
No,
If I want to get into
super.
this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Super, bezva. No, tak fajn, no. I kdy nás to nechala? Jo, tak jako já ale nevím. Ale.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
No tak úplně nevím, k čemu nám tady tahle informace bude, no tak zkusme je vydírat třeba, nic jiného mě nenapadá.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Si mě jako
We saw you talking
nepamatuješ?
to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, a lot of you. It'll stink less.
No, to jsou stejné odpovědi, jak minule, Je tady taky nic. A kryš. No tak s kým jsme tady ještě nemluvili? Tady ti.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Takový zajímavý rozhovor.
You're back again.
No.
What can I do for you?
No.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
No a kde to je, prosím pěkně? Jak se tam mám dostat? No, všechny skladiště jsou propojeny nějakou podzemní stokou, či co? Tady už jsme byli, tady prostě nic není, jako. Aha, tady to je pro změnu zavřený. No tady taky nic, hej, jako. Ne, jako nevím kudy. Tady jsme už taky byli, jako. Ježišmarja. To jsou dobrý skalíska, teda. No tak já nevím, já bych šla zase do hospody.
Another break? Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend.
Ale.
You don't know how to
jsme
fight, but at
kamoši.
least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Já nechceš mě třeba jako povolit přístup do toho skladiště.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area.
No právě
Let
jsem
me give you a
přijel.
little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Myslel jsem, že největší nebezpečí je tu ona, ale vždyť ona je ona, přece ne?
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Riskoval bych to?
I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs,
Jo,
you'll be
drobné
indebted
záležitosti,
to
jo.
me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
No tak jako co mě zbývá.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, detective.
No tak jde,
Follow
no.
me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to
Prosím tě, a jako rychleji by to nešlo.
They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police?
Hej, nesnáším lidi, co chodí pomalu, tyjo, i v reálu.
The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
Jsem furt tady jako před tebou tý velrybě, jo.
Damn stupid idiots.
Teda jako z kosatce. Ježíš, tak ale dělej.
It's fine. He's with me.
Okay.
No tak já jdu první, nebo ty než semka dolezeš, tyjo, tak... No tak kde je to skladiště? To je ono, to skladiště? Tak odemíkej. Jo, je posvítí, jasně. To je jako dobrý zapalovač, že dosvítí tak daleko.
Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Ty promiň, myslíš jako, že bych to neotevřela, kdybych měla klíč? Prej, takhle se to dělá. No.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
No, teď to je prostě jejich skladiště, rekonstrukce. Oj. Tak jo, tak jdem postupně, no. Psychologie.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Hej, a budeme to zase skládat jak v Sherlockovi, jako jak to šlo
Who has
postupně.
enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
A tak vezmeš si ty pilule? Nebo tam nic není? Fuj.
It smells as bad as it looks.
No to jo, teda.
Is this one
Okultismus.
of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Aha. Je, takže to je to všecko, no dobře. Moment, a neblíkalo tady náhodou ještě něco? Tady na tomto místě? Ty vole, fuj, co to tady je, ty vole, to je strašný. Tak nic, no, tak jako asi víme, co
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Tak sorry, no. A pojďme spojit síly.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Jo, tak ty tam blokuješ cestu, aha. Teda strážník, teda jako úplně... Úplně jako... Jej.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Ty jsi mi nějaká
I get
ostrá.
it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Ne, vůbec netuším, o čem tam mluvíš.
Come on, we got some driving to do.
Pro dnešek končíme, vážené panstvo. Mějte se báječně, ahoj.